If you want to build a small business website because you've got a product or service to sell, then stick around. In this first video of my website series, I'm going to cover the types of websites you want to consider, planning a website structure, and some of the caveats to avoid when creating a website for your business. By the end of this video, you'll be able to determine what kind of business website to build yourself, or hire someone, like me, to develop it with you so you can get back to the workbench. Hi, I'm Lisa Stewart, founder of Build Your Own Small Business and Build Your Own Money Message. If you're a STEAM entrepreneur and you want to learn to grow your business, build products that sell, and connect with your customers, start now by subscribing and whacking that bell like a kitten for notifications so you don't miss anything. I've been designing and building websites since 1997, from Fortune 100 companies, nonprofits, to small businesses. What's amazing is to see a plethora of types and platforms spring up from the first 24 years of the interwebs. Some examples might include brochure portfolio websites, community, entertainment, media and leisure, education, membership, nonprofit, personal services, and shopping. Shoo! That's just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many more, but I wanted to give you an idea of the kind of website platforms that exist today that connect our communities. Before we get started, I wanted to mention the act of searching on domain names. Don't do it until you're absolutely certain you're going to buy it that very moment. Bots want your keystrokes and then buy up the domain name within 24 hours, so you can't have it. It's nasty, but it happens. If you're thinking of starting a business or a new product and you're just flirting with the idea of a domain name, please don't tell your friends and family. Far too many times I've seen eager Ernies jump onto Google and start searching for you, thinking they're helping you, when the simple matter is they're just actually hindering your progress. So, shh, mum's the word. For more information on this, download my free brand tool strategy guide today. It's a 7-step guide to helping you plan your business. Domain searching is covered inside that. Okay, so step 1, define your role. Now, before we get into how to build your own website, you'll want to ask yourself, what kind of business owner are you? Are you one who needs a website today? So that'll be fast, which means it's not cheap or good. Do you want a low-cost website? That means it's going to be cheap, not good or fast. Or do you want it done by someone like me? That'll be good. Other questions to ask yourself are, how much design control do you want? How much time do you want to invest building your own site? How big is your site going to be? Will you need to expand it later? And how important is a shopping cart? If you need a website today and you want a low-cost website, you'll have to roll up your shirt sleeves to get to work building it yourself. Is this something you want to seriously undertake? Designing and developing websites is both art and science. Step 2, website objectives. Next, define what it is you want your website to accomplish. What's the ultimate goal you want to achieve with your marketing investment? Do you want to show, sell, entertain, inform, or educate? For my makers, inventors, and product developers who want to sell physical consumer products, consider your product type. Product types such as one of a kind, limited production run, bespoke, custom, or mass produced. These product types will inform the architecture of your site. A showcase website is either a brochure or portfolio to exhibit your products as a maker or service provider. For those with bespoke or custom products and services, I'd recommend a brochure portfolio site with a way to contact you. This type of website makes the most sense. A selling or shopping website is a robust e-commerce site that allows your customers to buy off-the-shelf products without complications. For those with one-of-a-kind, limited production run, and mass-produced, then you can consider an e-commerce site with a shopping cart. This is where you have inventory that's already boxed up and ready to ship. Again, any product that requires conversation prior to purchasing, without consulting a simple FAQ found on your product page, will most likely fall under a brochure site. I maintain that you should keep it as simple as possible, because as a small business owner, you have other things to worry about other than babysitting your website, am I right? Suppose you're selling services in addition to your product. In that case, you can consider shopping cart, third-party ticketing services, subscription services, or perhaps a book a call subscription point of purchase model. For other service providers such as dance instructors who have a series of classes, you can opt for a subscription service payment plan. The same goes for dog groomers who want to encourage repeat business. Interior designers, spa owners, restaurants, and financial advisors can consider the same mixture of commerce options I just stated. Step 3, website architecture. This is where I want you to be careful. This is uber important because you want to be mindful of your customer's journey. By that I mean when your customer lands on your site, on any page, will they know immediately where they are and how to navigate elsewhere? It's like being Harry Potter who apparates from his fireplace and accidentally lands at Borgin & Burke's. If your customer lands on your checkout page and hasn't gone through the selection to purchase the product, something's amiss. Understanding hierarchy to move the browser through discovery, selection, and purchase is a logical way forward. Much of these issues are solved for you inside website builders like Wix and SquareSpace, and it's one of many decisions you'll need to address. Okay, step 4, website design atmosphere. Before undertaking a project like building a website, you'll want to get your design guidelines in order. Design guidelines are the components built from your brand development process. Your values, unique selling position, and promise are just some of the highlights that help inform the colors, imagery, and words you choose to connect with your audience. Many small business owners come to me for a website but don't have the design guidelines to pass along. This is when I suggest that we work through their brand development together. Once completed, you'll know what words and messaging you'll need for each section of your website. Small business owners can find this exercise of decision making a bit daunting without it. Decision fatigue is real and can cause resistance to finishing your website project. I don't want this to happen to you. On the flip side, a bonus to completing the brand development is that they also get messaging frameworks to extend into their marketing collateral like business cards and invoices. That's a win-win. This consistency will give you the professionalism your business deserves. Step 5, choose a website platform. There are 2 types of ways to build a website. With a website builder like Wix and Weebly or WordPress, a content management system, CMS. Much of the website creation is done with CMS, software that is used to manage the creation and modification of digital content. The best known popular content management system is WordPress. 30% of all websites on the internet, including big sites like BBC America, New York Times, Rolling Stone, CBS New York, and the Star Wars franchise, are all built on WordPress. Following on WordPress's heels is SquareSpace, Wix, and Weebly, now owned by SquareUp called Square Online, plus a few others. Based on your role, your needs, and product type, narrowing down which website platform to choose and implement will be easier. Let's review the website builders like Wix, Weebly, and SquareSpace first. Without unpacking each platform, I'm going to cut to the chase and spotlight the feature that best resonates with your goal. You can visit each website later to scour the details pertinent to you. I'll have links below. For instance, if you're the type of business owner who requires a website today, consider Wix for your platform. It's $23 a month that includes a shopping cart. SquareSpace is a great platform where professionals can use pre-built templates for their website. If you don't want to mess with extraneous shopping carts, Squarespace has a fluid shopping cart system for those with inventory. $18 a month includes a shopping cart. If you're the type of business owner who requires a low-cost website, then Weebly Square Online can be the platform to consider. Weebly offers an easy out-of-the-box editor and attractive, simple templates. Definitely no frills, but it does have the best SEO features. What I love about this is that because I'm a big fan of SquareUp, integrating their point of purchase sale is seamless. When I first enrolled with SquareUp, I was able to use the app on my iPad, making my inventory look like a fast food menu. My customers' receipts included the photo of their purchase too. Another thing about SquareUp that nobody tells you is that if you've already got your inventory in their platform, you can sweep it up into your website. True story. Paid plans range from $6 a month to $26 a month with store tools, shipping calculators, and inventory management. Another reason I love Square is that many website builders support Square's payment solution. And finally, many small business owners don't know that you can create subscriptions for your recurring payment plans. Appointment setting is also available for solo entrepreneurs through SquareUp. Bonus! When choosing any of these sites for your business website, a word of warning. While design is sexy, much of the building is done on the back end. Honestly, the back end isn't sexy, and it can get quickly overwhelming. Fonts, typefaces, leading, spacing, color, padding, margins, photos, wordsmithing, value proposition, architecture, mapping the customer's journey, funnels, offering, privacy policy. When does it stop? Another mistake is believing that tweaking the design just a little won't break anything. It can, and it does. I've seen it happen to the best of small business owners. Have you ever spent a half day playing with color coding on a photograph only to find that it doesn't match with your design guidelines? There are many design and content decisions to be made, and this is where many small business owners experience the frustration and shame because they weren't able to finish it. It's like eating Thanksgiving Day turkey dinner and unable to finish the dessert. I don't want this to be you. This high-level overview of where you can begin your search is just that. A few caveats using cloud-based web builder platforms. Some run ads on your site until you upgrade. Some prices don't include your domain. Some also don't include stats or analytics. Some severely limit your data, meaning that if you want to upload endless photos, videos, or expect a ton of traffic, you might want to budget for that. Transaction fees can also eat into your profits if you're not careful. For DIY platforms, editors aren't as intuitive as you might think. Of course, this is something else to create resistance when all you want to do is hit publish. You don't own the platform. Should the company ever go bankrupt and close its doors, your business is shut out and in the cold. Migrating your content is impossible if you ever want to transfer your site and content onto another platform. You get to look forward to hand coding it all again. Who wants that? According to Stanford, 75% of people base a business credibility on how their website looks. Having said that, if you want the flexibility of migrating your content, consider building your business website using WordPress. Before I transition into regaling you with the wonders of WordPress, let me share the difference between WordPress.org and WordPress.com. WordPress.com is a cloud-based builder like the ones I mentioned earlier. It comes with the same set of restrictions until you upgrade. Honestly, I would recommend that you start with this one for 2 reasons. 1, get your feet wet playing around with design and code and learn just how easily you can break something without too much repercussion. And 2, establish a WordPress.com home base in the event you decide to go with WordPress.org. You'll need that for stats and plugins and assorted connections. You can find out why this is important in the long run and the instructions to do that in my free brand toolkit in the description box. Both WordPress.org and WordPress.com have the versatility to migrate from theme to theme relatively easily. There are a few minor hiccups in translation, but you don't have to spend copious amounts of time hand coding and lose time doing it. WordPress.org is open source software that you can install on your server and then use theme templates to curate the site you want. From a simple brochure site to a full-blown shopping cart experience. As I mentioned before, I've been designing and developing websites since 1997, and I've been working with WordPress since 2007. Are you familiar with WordCamp, the annual conference for WordPress developers? I was asked to design the 2017 conference website, logo, and the adorable Wapuu character. Aww, isn't he adorable? Almost as adorable as Baby Yoda. I've helped other clients launch their business sites too, using WordPress. If you're the type of business owner who wants a website designed and developed by someone like me, then consider booking a discovery call on my Square App appointment so we can chat about your requirements. You'll find the link in the description box. In the end, it's not just about looking good, it's about having an outstanding user experience for your customer. This means ensuring that it performs well both on mobile and desktop. Did you know that more than 51% of your customers are now searching on their mobile devices? So it's ever more vital to optimize for that experience. Speaking of optimizing, let's get to step 6. Optimize for search. As you build out your website, you'll want to define what you want to be known for. Many business owners make the mistake of purchasing a domain name that makes it difficult to create authority because of lack of keyword awareness. Brand development will help define your pillars that will inform your content strategy and build effective keyword planning. When you have all of that fleshed out, you can use a free keyword finder like Google Ad Keyword Planner to identify popular searches. Step 7. Publish and secure. Depending on how large your website is, you can publish it in one of two ways: page by page or all at once as a big reveal. For small business owners, I'd recommend that you strive to get your first 5 pages populated with your keywords as soon as humanly possible. You can launch your website immediately and then continue publishing page by page. Lastly, be sure to opt in for an SSL certificate. It's a site-wide security that encrypts the connection between you and your visitor. It improves e-commerce conversion, boosts trust, SEO, and looks favorably on by Google and other search engines. Depending on which website builder and ISP you host with, some SSL certificates come free or based on your paid plan. If you have a website published today, check your address to see if it reads HTTPS to verify your security. Download the website planning guide to help you achieve your website goals faster, and then join me this Friday live when I review the top 10 guidelines for building credibility on your website. Because in the end, your website should attract with an aesthetically pleasing design, resonate with your ideal audience along their journey, and connect with your customer that converts them to purchase. Now that you've got your first steps on how to build a small business website, continue with the series Start a New Business right here. Remember to whack that notification bell like a kitten to be alerted when I publish a new video on websites. Remember, great things take time. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Keep building.